statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will start this game off with the football. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught at the 25. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Husker. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Tulane's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Carney. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Sails one into the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times...
He lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run it from the gun. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. Space. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read.
Touchdown, Green Wave! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Looking for the tie with the extra point. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive. Gets loose in the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Pocket breaking down. He's got the They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Tulane right back to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's caught. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Spins away from the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Tulane looking for the 4th down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lost one down the sideline. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting left. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tulane.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They get to the line quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Got it out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
What an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
We We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third and goal, where the strong come through. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Tulane right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Keeps it going. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop it back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Tulane right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Now they'll run the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. To the line, facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On the run, it's Carney. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tulane right back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on 4th. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always...
Got room on the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing? And they're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Nebraska! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Tulane right back to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right on the money. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And he's wrestled to the ground.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tulane.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's paid. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Looking to get it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football in this.
Tulane right back to the line. On the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throwing right. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhusker. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nevada stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Reno. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Complete downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays.
And the defense got him at the 27. Tulane right back to the line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having...
Going for the big play. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They just keep firing. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.